out the picture of resilience. Why they test my patience? Hyping all this lame. No one got a brain, they just be liking all the same. This is what the I'm in on industry games. I'm convinced that nobody is speaking my language. I'ma clear the air, so listen close when I say this. After every feel stainless. I can make a
The dog pound will be barking as EA Sports is pleased to join you from the always raucous Cleveland Browns Stadium in downtown Cleveland, Ohio. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Cleveland Browns. The ball on the tee, we're set for football. And off we go from Cleveland. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out 2-25. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. You look at this Browns defense. They put together a strong effort last week in the win over the Bears, CD.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. A run by Pacheco on 2nd down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Sutton. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Nine-yard line, 2nd and 6. Again, it's Pacheco. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And This will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I go right at him with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack him because right now...
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go, D. Check 13. Check 13. Under 10. Under 10. 10. Ready.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
I don't know what the actual percentages are. I don't know the analytics on when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches have always told me, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%.
Switch it, switch it, switch it, here, switch it. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Buffalo 18.
Here's 2nd and 8. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies will try and force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now.
And deep to return it is Marcus Jones.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents. This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well, this defense for the Browns, they've put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Meanwhile, Mahomes... Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Open man, and again it's Sutton. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Ball on the 27. Here's second down and 3. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 42 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Pacheco once again. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd and a couple. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Now here's Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So nothing doing there. And it'll be 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. The Browns at 11-5 on the year, and they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense. 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Back near his goal line. Here's Mahomes. Short throw hauled in by Trimble. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
3rd and 4. This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. 10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Slam, slam, slam.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
A give to the fullback on the dive. And he is going to have a Browns first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
And how about that on 3rd down? So many different directions an offense can go. Throw it out wide to the receivers, get it to their speedy running back. They changed up everything and handed it to the fullback, and he surprised them all and picked up a first down.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll set up a throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Down inside the 40.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 32. 47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
3rd and inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That good for 22 and a first down. He showed his shiftiness and his explosion to take him all the way down near the goal line.
Love that description, and it creates momentum. Maybe you hand it to him again since he's got it going, or do you fake it to him and throw it to a teammate? Right now, the options are wide open.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a solid pickup of 11, and it's 2nd down. That was huge after being behind the chains on first down to make this second very manageable.
Yeah, how much pride do you have in an offense on first down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on 2nd down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, stand ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
Watch out, watch out, watch out.
They'll try to run this one in. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship, watch the ship. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Dudes. Ready, go.
They'll try to run this one in. And this time he is in.
Yes.
A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 65 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Mahomes firing complete, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. This one good for a first down, and also that is catch number 90 for him now on the season.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself, because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there, because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 19. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange some.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Browns are right back in this football game. So a big return there, Charles, on what was a pretty dangerous throw to the outside.
It sure was, Brandon. That's the risk you run on a throw like this. If it's intercepted, a lot of times this is a pick 6. So good hustle to get back and get him down. But, boy, that's a throw you've really got to be sure of if you're going to work the perimeter of the field.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll get a few yards here to the 34.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
This is 2nd and 8. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he works free. Still on his feet. He may go. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll make it second down. Now Mahomes. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's a 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. On the give, this is their fullback. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth-quarter advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. No run back here for Jones. A touchback. This is 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They need a touchdown, the 2-point conversion, and a field goal. Pretty good start to the drive, though.
Yeah, good start to the drive, but the urgency has to really be increased by both the players on the field and everyone on the sidelines. Got to make sure everyone is up and into this game.
Mahomes now on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations, and you've often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 39. And you know what else happened on that play? He just went past 45,000 career passing yards.
He's going to cherish that moment, but he's also going to celebrate it with so many different people. Guys he's playing with currently. Guys he's played with in the past, especially offensive linemen who've kept him upright to throw the ball, receivers who've caught it. I mean, just so many people to embrace. And last but not least, a lot of coaches who called a lot of passing plays.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Mahomes. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 22-yard line. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the chief linemen might have moved. Penalties not what they needed here. 1st and 15. Mahomes. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Here's 2nd down. Mahomes will throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I'd say that he learned from his costly red zone pick earlier in the game, because this time he puts the throw away from where any defender can make a play on it. Unfortunately, he also sailed it over his intended target, and that doesn't work out well either.
The dog pound barking as loud as they can here. 3rd down. Mahomes. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. One final try for Mahomes. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little, too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
So this likely just to get the final score a bit closer given the time remaining, but they'll have a go for 2 here. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come from behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for the Browns, a win here in Week 18 means they'll finish off the regular season at a very strong 12-5.
And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for Kansas City,
the loss could be an impactful one as they'll finish at 11-6 on the year.
And they'll get their shot at playoff football as they'll be on the road next week as a wild card. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.